Alicia, I am taking a look at your draft here of your project, and I like all of the images that you're including, and your voice is very clear in your recordings, but everything that is in your narration here needs to be written out in the notes section. I go back and watch the videos that I created for what is it that I expect out of the project, and read the description again very closely. Everything that you have narrated needs to be written out here. You need to be citing anything that's a direct quote. You need to be citing anything that's paraphrased information and doing it in MLA format. Let me get through here. So some of the things that I want to make sure you're talking about in your, Mary's life before Percy is her education and or lack thereof, like how she ended up educating herself, because that's going to be really important. This is so small that I can't see it. It looks pretty cool, but like I said, it's so small, and also with all of the images, you need to be citing the images in your notes section as well, where the images came from. Okay. So with the connections, so a couple things. One, text is really small, like the font itself. Make sure that it's more readable on all of the slides. And I agree with the connection that you're citing here in what you've narrated, but go even further with that. Why was Shelley including it? Again, that's part of what I'm asking for, is why, like not just what identifying the connection and explaining how the connection works, but then why would Mary Shelley include that? Like, why was that important enough to include it? The connections section, that is half of your grade for this project, and this project is worth a third of the grade for this class. So this needs to be a lot more well developed, a lot more connections need to be made, thoroughly explained, thoroughly analyzed, and you need to be using sources to back that up. Looking at your sources, one, this is not an MLA format completely. And I'm not sure about this craigcarey.net. Victorianweb.org, I guess, would be okay. What I would really like you to do is be looking, you could be using your the books that we have for the course. The Cultural History of Frankenstein would have a lot of this in here. There's biographical information in our edition of Frankenstein. That's why I had you guys purchase that critical edition that had all the biographical things, all the contextual documents. So there's information there. Go online and do some research through the college, through the look for journal articles, look for books, look for things like that. So that's really the section that needs to be more well developed. I think you've given plenty of information in the beginning. Like I said, just a little more about her education would be helpful, but then make a lot more connections. Also, I think you mean to be saying family ties. And like, there's so many connections between what happened with her life and then what she writes about in Frankenstein. Like, a whole book could be written about it. So pick some really important things and talk about them in greater depth. If you need assistance with that, let me know. You can make an appointment with me, Thursday, Friday. If you need me, I will be available. Okay, just let me know ahead of time so that I can meet with you.